Hi, my name is Sekhar Reddy, Senior IIT NEET faculty. So, today we are going to discuss about the 12th standard electricity part, electrostatics. So, electrostatics, which has the two branches. So, now we'll start the electrostatics. So, electrostatics. Here, electrostatics mean, so which is branch of physics, which deals about charge under rest. Electrostatics means it deals about charge under rest. Charge under rest. Or charge at rest is known as electrostatics. So electrostatics means which is branch of physics. It deals about charge at rest. Now electrostatics has two branches. One is electric charge and field. Electric charge and field. So next one, electric potential and capacitance. So now we'll start the electric charges and field. Then first part, so electric charge and field. So here what is charge? So basically each and every object electrically neutral. So that means number of electrons equal to number of protons. Number of electrons equal to number of electrons, electrically neutral. For example, like this is one of the object, it is made by so many small particles. That small particle is known as atom. So finally that atom is also containing number of subatomic particles. So most important particles, subatomic particles. So with the subatomic particles, so many other particles is also. Now consider subatomic particles. Like this is atom. Atom is a very small particle. So this atom has mainly three subatomic particles. One is proton. Second one is electron. Third one is neutron. So each and every atom has the main subatomic particles, proton, electron, neutron. So like this nature, proton nature is positive, electron nature is negative. Next, neutron nature is neutral. That means zero charge. Zero charge. So that means each and every neutron body, so number of electrons equal to number of protons. For example, like sodium is one of the atom, the proton number represented 11, mass number represented 8. Here 11 is known as proton number, nothing but atomic number is equal to electron number. So in this case, actually sodium is the neutral object here. Number of protons is equal 11, that nature is positive. Number of electrons is equal 11, that nature is negative. Next, number of neutrons. is equal to 12. So that means zero charge. Zero charge. So a number of protons equal to number of electrons. So net charge zero, already neutron charge is also zero. Totally each and every neutral atom has charge electrically neutral. Electrically neutral. And here how it is forward the charges. Any object for stable configuration or for stability, electron removed or electron gained. Then form the types of charges. So here charge means charge. So charge is the one of the quantity which experience magnetic and electric forces. Charge is the property of matter. So basically we can define charge. Charge is the property of matter which experiences electric and magnetic force. Electric and magnetic force. Now types of charges. Types of charges. So types of charges. Here charges are two types. Charges are two types. So one is positive charge. Second one is negative charge. So here positive charge is represented plus, negative charge is represented minus. Plus minus. So that means charge plus one, second one minus. It is represented by charge represented by Q. Charge is represented by Q. So here Q is scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. Scalar means you know that in first level scalars. Physical quantities divided two types, scalars and vectors. Vectors mean which has magnitude only. There is no direction. That is known as scalar. Here charge is also only quantity. That means 1 coulomb charge, 2 coulomb charge, 3 coulomb charge. There is no particular direction. That means charge is a scalar quantity. Now, SI unit of charge. SI unit of charge is coulomb. So it is represented C. SI unit of charge is coulomb. Next, dimensional formula for dimensional formula for charges AT or IT. You should remember charge is represented Q, that units coulomb, dimensional form represented AT or IT. AT or IT. So next to properties of charges. So properties of charges. So in the first property, charge is quantized. Charge is quantized. Charge is quantized. So quantized means it always exists only integral multiple of electron charge. Integral multiple of electron charge. So that is here Q is equal plus or minus Ne. Plus or minus Ne. Suppose if anybody to remove one electron, Q is equal to 1 into E. Remove 2 electrons, Q is equal to 2 into E. Remove 3 electrons, Q is equal to 3 into E. That means if it is remove n electrons, n into E. So finally here Q is equal to plus or minus Ne, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Is integer. Integer. E means electron charge. Electron charge. That value 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. So electron charge is a constant value. You should remember always 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Suppose if the any neutral body to lose one electron, the charge of mass charge of Q is equal to 1 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Suppose if body to lose 2 electrons, 2 into E, 3 electrons, 3 into E, of 2 n electrons, n into E, n into E. So here plus or minus, when we will use the plus and minus. Now, plus sign for electron removed. Minus sign for electron gain. Minus sign for electron gain. So when the body to lose electron, that is get the positive charge. To gain electron, it is get the negative charge. That means charges are two types, plus and minus. Plus and minus. This is one property. Charge is always integral multiple of electron charge. Next, you should remember another one point. And this is point 1. So electron as the mass. That means m suffix c. Mass of electron is equal to 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 K. Electron mass, how much? Electron mass, you should remember always 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 K. Minus 31, that means negligible mass. So this is always 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 K. For example, in any way, if the body to lose one electron, what happened the mass? What happened the mass of the object? Mass of the object somewhat decreases. How much? That is equal to mass of electron. Suppose any body to gain the electron, the mass of the object somewhat increases. How much increase? That equal to 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 K. Finally, conclusion, you should remember, if the body to lose electron, the mass of the object decreases. The body gain the electron, the mass of the object increases. So next property, charge is conserved. Charge is conserved. You should remember one point, charge is conserved. Charge is neither be created nor be destroyed. Charge is conserved. Charge is neither be created nor be destroyed. Suppose if one body to lose the electron, same amount of charge developed in another body. That means one body lose the electron, that electron to reach the another object. So that means charge always conserved. It is applicable to law of conservation of charge. Charge is neither be created nor be destroyed. This is also one of the property. So next point. So now consider charges are two types, plus and minus. Plus like charges, minus like charges. One charge is plus, another one is minus, unlike charges. So plus or minus like charges. So next minus and plus or plus and minus are unlike charges. That means like charges are repelled. Like charges mean plus q or minus q minus q. These are repelled. Next to unlike charges. Unlike charges or attract. Unlike charges mean one is plus q, next one is minus q, or minus q and plus q. These are properties. Once again, properties of charges. Charges one time. It always exists only integral multiple of electron charge. So electron charge how much? You know this value electron charge 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. If any neutral body to lose one electron, that body gain the charge equal to 1 into E. If the two electron lose 2 into E, up to n electrons, n into E. So finally, charge one dimensional charge of Q is equal to plus or minus Ne, where n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Is n is called integer, E is equal to electron charge. E value, you should remember this one. Here, plus sign use the body to lose the electron, minus charge will use the body to gain the electrons. So next to the electron has some amount of mass. That mass of electron represented ME is equal to 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 K. Next, the force between like charges repel. Like charges mean plus or minus. The force between unlike charges attract. Unlike charges mean plus q minus q or minus q and plus q. Now, electrification. Electrification. Electrification means electrification. The process of making a neutral body into charged body is called electrification. So electrification once again, like this is one of the neutral body. So it is converting into neutral body to charged body. Neutral body to charged body either gain the electrons or to lose the electron. That is known as electrification. Now methods of electrifications. Methods of electrification. One is charging by friction. Second one, charging by conduction. Third one means charging by induction. Okay, here methods of electrification mean electrification means the process of making a neutral body into charged body is called electrification. Here methods of electrification nothing but body converted into charge. How many ways? Three ways. One is charging by friction, second one is charging by conduction, third one charging by induction. So here now we'll discuss it about first method. Charging by friction. So charging by friction means if two objects rubbed one to each other, then one body gain positive nature and another body gain negative nature. So in this method, friction loss. So that means charging by friction. Now two bodies like these are two bodies. So maybe it is considered silk cloth. This is considered cloth. Silk cloth rubbed by glass. Now silk cloth gain negative nature, glass rod gain positive nature. So here frictional method means charge produced by rubbing of two objects. Rubbing of two objects. In this method, unlike charges or common. Unlike charges mean opposite charges. That means one body is gain plus Q, next one is minus Q. So charging by friction method means charge produced by rubbing of two objects. rubbing of two objects. In this method, unlike charges are formed plus q and minus q, plus q and minus q. Example, silk cloth rubbed with glass rod. The glass rod gain plus q charge and silk gain net charge. So here what you are understanding? Glass rod rubbed with silk in between two objects, glass and silk friction developed. In this method, glass rod to lose the electron, that's why gain the positive nature, silk rod to get the electron to gain the negative nature. So in this method, what type of charges formed? Unlike charges. So finally, you concluded. So this is show test for entropy. The charges produced in frictional method, unlike charges, in between unlike charges, entropy force is down. So next method is charging by conduction. Charging by conduction. So a conduction method means now consider two objects. Like these are two objects. So this is one of the charged body, this is neutral body. So charged body bring to uncharged body or neutral body bring to near the charged body and contact. After that dividing. So that means a charge stays saving between charged and uncharged body. So by initially like this is 50 coulomb charge. This is only uncharged body. There is no charge. These are contact. 50 coulomb positive. After removed, this is get the 50 coulomb. This will get the 50 coulomb. That means charge equally distributed in the two objects. Here two objects mean one is charged body. Second one is neutral body. That is known as charging by conduction. Charging by conduction. So charging by conduction method we can define to bring uncharged body near to the charged body and contact, then remove. So in this method, now consider like this is one of the positive charge. So that means plus Q. Next to like this is one of the you consider uncharged body here. So bring to near it and contact uncharged body. After that, these are dividing two and separate certain distance. Like this is after dividing. So the charge let be Q1. Next is the charge Q. Like these are gained of positive nature. So originally, initially, this is only charged plus Q, uncharged body here, that is bring to near the charged body and the contact after divided. So after dividing these two, like charged body gain after contact Q1, uncharged body gain Q2. So here Q1 will taken as Q1 is equal plus Q by 2 Coulomb. Next to Q2 is also plus Q by 2. So that means in this method, what type of charges? Like this is positive, this is positive. So initially a positive nature. After dividing is also positive. If it is negative, minus Q by 2, minus Q by 2. So in this method, what type of charges are formed? Like charges. What type of charges are formed? Like charges. Like charges. So here, space between two objects. Your charge is stays between two objects. Equally. So your charge stays between two objects equally. So one is charged body. Second one is uncharged body. Uncharged body. This is second method. So in this method, unlike charges formed. In this method, like charges are formed. What type of charges? Like charges are formed. So next another method. Another method. Third one. Charging by induction. Like this is one of the electrification method. Electrification nothing but charging by the body. So now in this method, consider two objects. Like this is one of the positively charged body. Positively charged body. So like this is positively charged body. At this point, uncharged body, that means Q is equal to 0. So this body bring to near the charged body and place it near it without contact. Like this. Without contact. In this case, contact here without contact. So, like this is positive charge mean positive charge is more, negative charge is less. So, like this neutral body mean positive and negative. Due to positive nature, here positive nature particles mean protons. Repulsive force developed, these particles moves fair side and electrons attracted by positive nature near side. After this is connected to ground. Ground. That means here ground is the large reservoir of electrical charges. Here deficiency of electrons, the electron flows to this side This is converted to neutral. After that, one is positive, like this is charge induced on this one. So here charge induced. Induced charge. Let me Q dash. So here Q dash is equal minus Q 1 minus 1 by K. Minus Q into 1 minus 1 by K. You should remember induced charge is equal to how can I represent it? Q dash is equal to minus Q of 1 minus 1 by K. Where electric constant for metals K is equal to infinity. So therefore induced charge Q dash is equal to minus Q. Q dash is equal to minus Q induced charge. And that means in this method also unlike charges are formed. In first method, by friction method unlike charges, by conduction method like charges, by induction method unlike charges. So induced charge formula what is Q dash is induced charge that is equal to minus Q of 1 minus 1 by K, where K is the dielectric constant for metal K value how much? Constant. So induced charge final formula Q dash is equal to minus Q. So final conclusion means charges are types. One is positive charge, next another one is negative charge. So in between positive, the repulsive force developed. In between negative, the attractive force. Sorry, in between negative, also repulsive force developed. So in between positive charge and negative charge, the force developed attractive. So this is given by coulombs. Now discussion about Coulomb's inverse square law. So Coulomb's inverse square law. So this is applicable to only point charges. Coulomb's inverse square law developed in between 2 point charges. So in similar way, in first case, gravitational force between Newton law of gravitational force between two masses always attractive. Here Coulomb's inverse square law is applicable to sometime attractive or sometime repulsive. So this is applicable to 2 point charges. Now consider 2 point charges Q1 and Q2. These are separated by certain distance. In free space. or vacuum or air. So Coulomb's inverse scalar now once again 2-point charges plus Q1, sorry, two charges Q1 and Q2. Q1 and Q2 may be like charges or unlike charges. These are separated by a certain distance in free space or vacuum or air. The force between these two charges, is directly proportional to product of their charges and is inversely proportional to square of distance between them. Let be equation 1. Second one, equation 2. Once again, according to Coulomb's inverse square law, the force between 2-point charges is directly proportional to their product of charges and inversely proportional to square of distance between them. From this relation or from this definition, we can write A proportional to Q1, Q2. Let me equation 1, A proportional to 1 by R square. From these two equations, we can write F proportional to Q1, Q2 by R square. F proportional to Q1, Q2 by R square. Now F is equal to substituting one constant Q1, Q2 by R square. Q1, Q2 by R square. So the force may be attractive or repulsive. When do you say that repulsive force? Both are like charges. Plus Q, minus Q, repulsive force. Plus Q, minus Q, attractive force. Minus Q, plus Q, attractive force. Once again, definition. Compulsory should write the definition. The force between 2 points, unlike charges separated by a certain distance in free space or vacuum or air, is directly proportional to the product of charges and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. A proportional to Q1, Q2, let the equation 1, A proportional to 1 by R square. From equation 1 and 2, we can write A proportional to Q1, Q2 by R square. Now removing proportional, substituting one constant K. F is equal to K Q1, Q2 by R square. Where K is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. That is equal to 9 into 10 power 9. That equal to 9 into 10 power 9. K value, K here only. F R square by Q1, Q2. Units Newton meter square Coulomb inverse. This is. So therefore, F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1, Q2 by R square, where K is constant. That value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is equal to 9 into 10 power 9 Newton meter square Coulomb or minus 2. Charges is there. Okay, here F. What is the direction of force? Here force is the vector. The direction of force, the line joining Q1, Q2. F along. The force along Q1 to Q2 or between So this is Coulomb force, where epsilon naught is equal. Epsilon naught is equal permittivity of free space. Permittivity of free space. Units and dimensional formula for epsilon naught. From epsilon naught. From equation F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. Our requirement epsilon naught. Epsilon naught is equal 1 by 4 pi epsilon Q1 Q2 by F R square. So this is constant value, there is no units. Here units mean Coulomb, Q1 Coulomb, Q2 Coulomb, that means Coulomb square. Here force is denominator, that units taken as Newton, that means n power minus 1, here meter square, minus 2. So what is the epsilon naught units? Epsilon naught units, Coulomb square, Newton power minus 1, meter power minus 2. So that value, exact value, 8.85 into 10 power minus 12. This units how much? These are. Next to dimensional formula. Here Q 1 by 4 pi, that is constant, there is no dimension. Here first Q1 mean 80. Next Q2, 80 by here force dimension how much? MLT power minus 2. Next distance, L square. After simplification, m power minus 1, L power minus 3, T power 4, A square. So this is the dimensional formula for epsilon naught. Dimensional formula for epsilon naught. So here this total force is applicable to in free space or vacuum or air. Free space or vacuum or air. The epsilon naught value 8.85 into 10 power minus 12 Coulomb square, meter power minus 1, meter power minus 2. Dimensional formula m power minus 1, L power minus 3, T power 4, A square. That is dimensional formula. So next one, Q1, Q2. Same charges. Placed in any medium. It's same separation. Then Coulomb force. forces. In previous case, free space, like this is known as medium, Q1, Q2, these are point charges, same magnitude of charges, same distance, or the same separation. Like this is medium. Now Coulomb force, that means F is equal, F medium is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon, previous case epsilon or here we read it epsilon only, Q1, Q2 by R squared, Q1, Q2 by R squared, where epsilon permittivity of medium, permittivity of medium. Now F medium by, here like this is Fa is equal to, after simplification we get epsilon by epsilon naught, that is equal to V or K, V or K. Where K is called dielectric constant of medium, or another definition, epsilon or relative permittivity. Relative permittivity. How can I define dielectric constant or relative permittivity? Dielectric constant, it is the ratio of permittivity of medium to the permittivity of free space, or relative permittivity. It is the ratio of permittivity of medium to the permittivity of free space. So here K or epsilon r is ratio of two similar quantities. Therefore, there is no units into directions, dimension of. There is no units into dimension of. So from this equation, therefore, F medium becomes 2. So from this equation, K is equal to epsilon is equal to how much? From this equation, epsilon is equal to K epsilon naught. In this place, substituting 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by K Q1 Q2 by R square. So this formula already we know that F A. So that means F medium is equal to K by, sorry, F medium is equal to how much? F A by K. Final conclusion, what is the effect of medium on Coulomb force? Effect of medium on Coulomb force how much? K times decreases, dielectric constant time decreases. F medium is equal to F mean Fa. F medium, that is decreases by K times, medium of times. For example, if it is K is equal to, in between these two charges, any metal plate is placed. K is equal to how much? For K, infinite. 1 by m divided 0. So finally becomes 2. There is no force inside the charges, inside the objects. There is no charge. There is no charge. So now stop today, tomorrow continuing.